Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, welcome back. Well, welcome to another Taurus Love Tarot Reading, and welcome back, of course. Another Taurus Love Reading, and as is very often the case here at the Tarot Closet, Taurus Love Messages Reading. It's the Ten of Wands coming in reverse, wanting to be your first card. It's Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. It's also telling us that, yeah, there's something lightening up here. Let's see what's going on, Taurus. This is a message, or a reading, I should say, that I'm channeling for you in August 2023. And of course, you could be here in real time, but you could also be here many months, even years later. And the reason for that is this is a timeless reading. Look at that. We're seeing the Eight of Wands. And yeah, you're here when you're meant to be here. This is a fated connection. It means there's a message for you, and a message for you here today, so welcome. And quite literally, there might be a message. The Eight of Wands really wanted to show itself today. It's more Sagittarius energy. It's Mercury energy. It's the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. Somebody's wanting to communicate here. It's really clear that there is a lightening of the separation. Mercury is oftentimes connected to reading and writing. So I'm wondering if somebody might be scrawling a letter to you, but that's probably pretty archaic for most of you. So it can be social media, SMS, email. Let's see. Just wanted to show itself. Perhaps it comes back in, perhaps doesn't. Anyway, we have a lot to say. I'm actually going to get another cut, another shuffle, another cut deck, a few more times, one or two more times, then we're going to get going. I just want to mention that down below in the description, you'll find all the decks that are coming in today. Also, probably of the most interest to you would be all the playlists, all zodiac signs, messages from your person, all signs, love tarot readings. Gosh, pick a card. There's a lot going on down there. If you're on a twin flame journey, there are very long and very in-depth twin flame readings as well. So feel free to explore down in the description box if you are inspired to do so. Please remember this. I'm going to get one more. Please remember this is a general reading, a general love reading. Whoa, love tarot reading. So take what is for you and let the rest go. It's the Ace of Cups coming in here and the Ace of Swords. So it's looking pretty clear that there's a message coming through. Is the message, is that the offer? That's what I want to say, a message. It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, because that brings in proposal energy, and it can be marriage proposal, but proposals are new beginnings, or hey, let's talk, let's meet, whatever the case is. This is about this relationship that you're here for today. The Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Somebody has some clarity here, and I feel might be wanting to come in with a message. It can't even be coming together. You can see they're sort of in a rush. This is transactional energy. It's the swords. It's clarity in relationships. They know, look, they have the crown over it, the crown chakra, and hanging off it looks to be victory wreath, as well as a reunion wreath coming out of nowhere. Is this a message? Is there an offer in the message? Is it an apology? What is it? Let's see. It's a general tarot reading, I'll tell you that. So take what is for you and let the rest go. We're going to just do a little bit more here. And before we begin, I would be so grateful if you liked today's video. And if you have not subscribed to the Tarot Closet, watching videos and liking them, sharing them, subscribing to the channel, it really helps keep my channel moving. So thank you so much for your support, Taurus. And let's see what is going on. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is the truth coming in a message. Page of Pentacles is here in the partnership placement, and it's coming through in a message. It's a kind of apprentice energy, but it's also a messenger. And it's almost like they just found the pentacle, because look what we're seeing also. It's the Five of Cups In reverse, this is Mars and Scorpio energy, and this is hope returning, but it's also somebody asking for forgiveness. Are they wanting to move on from everything that happened? It looks a lot like it. Look, Justice is here, Taurus, where their energy is the strongest. Your person today, your specific person, maybe someone that has come to mind, whatever the case is, it's where their energy is the strongest. They are everywhere. And it's Justice. It's the major arcana, and this is the truth. And this is the truth coming out, and this is a solution around that, one that's for everybody. This is new beginnings. It's a master number, and of course that comes into two of you. The 11 makes a 2. That's this partnership. That's the balance. That's here. This is connected to Libra energy, the infinity symbol. It can be for some of you, this is twin flame energy. Look, it's back. Won't be for everybody. Yeah, this is, look, it's back. This is somebody, your person, coming in with a message, and the truth is in that message, Taurus. What is the truth? Well, they're sorry. They're asking for forgiveness. They're wanting to heal. I feel they're wanting to heal this connection. Is it to come back together or just to heal? It feels like they want to come back. And that's the new beginnings here again. And that also is the balance. So it's the truth. It's balancing things out, the give and take, the reciprocity, also the emotional give and take, the emotional availability, being honest, the balance of honesty. Really, the imbalance we know is here, but we know that's what they're coming in here with. Holding on to that transactional sword, which is all about clarity in relationships. It's the major arcana here. So this is really extremely clear. It's also the duality. So it's the dark to the light. It's the wrong to the right. It's making a wrong a right. Look at this. Now, it's somebody that your person here can be chronologically as an age younger. It doesn't mean that they are, because there's a little bit of immaturity that comes through. And that can also just be that they're just uncertain, and uncertainty, because they're holding on to the pentacle, almost like it's, they've never seen it before. And they're standing, look, amongst all this, looks a lot like, it's like reunion energy. You can see the mountains are way far off in the distance. Also holding on to the Page of Wands. So this is that idea that they got when they put these 10 of Wands down, because being separated, I feel, and being dishonest and keeping that truth and not sending this message that they clearly want to send has been exhausting for everybody. And we see that it is a new cycle. This is the end of this cycle. It's a completion, and it's a new cycle. It's a renewal coming up. Getting this idea quite literally, looking at the energy of love, the idea of love, leading with their heart here. And it is it's the fastest energy. It's kind of, a coming out of nowhere energy, and it's seeing things in a different way. Like, what do I need to do? I need to send this message. I need to be honest and ask for forgiveness and recover the connection, the healing within the connection, recover your trust, because there's an abuse of trust here. We can see that, a misuse of trust. It's a misuse of trust here, a misuse of trust. So regaining your trust, I want to say, is it more? Because they are asking for forgiveness. And the 5 of Cups, we know it was in the upright at some point. Again, it's the Mars and Scorpio energy in Mars. It's the planet of action, passion, drive, conflict. Well, yeah, there's a lot of regret here for leaving. They left you feeling like they didn't love you. It may have been a ghosting too, just a really fast, just being gone. A lot of grief around that. You can see it. And there are the 3 of Cups here within the 5 of Cups. That's the Mercury. We're going to look at this in a moment. The Mercury and Cancer energy here, and you can see that the emotional energy is still there. It has not dissipated. Did somebody kick them over, waiting to hear? Was it an emotional conversation? Is it the lack of communication? We see that the emotions are still flowing, and they're kind of fast. It's almost like a raging river here. The journey of love we see behind, that's the Fortress. There's the connection, the divine connection. And look what's right behind this 5 of Cups. It's the 2 of Cups, of course. That's the Venus and Cancer energy. Are they empty? You can't really tell, but they're still there. Are they waiting to be filled? This is Well, yeah, it's the hope is still here, and we're seeing this coming in reverse, and that's telling us that hope is returning for these 2 cups here. And also to, I feel, open up the communication and get the truth. Because with somebody just lying, was it around a third party? It could have been. We see that. And it could have been romantic, but it's kind of always a third party in many ways for me, because it's also telling us that emotions were involved, and we see somebody was lying here and not communicating, which they're wanting to do now. So that's getting in the way. It's also the third party. It can be another romantic connection, family of origin, location, religious differences, cultural differences, of course. But we see they've kind of been in their own way, and they still sort of are tripping up. You know, they're trying to come in here, just maybe not entirely sure, but getting this idea. And Justice is saying, yeah, that's a really good idea. It's time to make this decision, literally, in our 11 card, which of course makes it 2, and that also tells us this is the decision. It's the transactional energy of the swords to come with the truth. What happened here? Look at that. Look what's showing it at the bottom of the deck. It's the 5 of Swords in the upright. So this is Venus and Aquarius energy, and it's telling us that, well, yeah, it's connected to the 5th chakra. That's the throat chakra. It's the lie. I feel like, in particular, I'm going to tell you what's going on here, that it was really emotional, whatever came out or it didn't come out. Because you can see that. This is, and somebody here is still holding on to the swords, maybe wanting to continue going on. And you can see somebody's just devastated over here. Somebody else is just walking away. Swords are down, you know. There's 2 still here. And that's also bringing in the 2 of Swords. It's time to make a decision. Is there a compromise as well around something here? And somebody holding on to that 3rd sword. But that's also, of course, bringing in the 3 of Swords, which we know here that this is a no contact, no communication, and or in separation reading. How does that apply to you? Of course, you're going to know. There's heartbreak around here. There's loss. We know that. It's the 3 of Swords here coming in as well. And that's the Saturn and Libra energy. The water is still quite tumultuous. So this is the truth around what happened here in this 5 of Cups, the 5 of Swords. It's the transactional energy. It's the clarity. And it might not be easy, or it might even be that there's a little bit of conflicting energy. Let's see within the conversation or possibly the message, because we know that it's on their mind. We saw that. It came back in. We can see it. It's really very clear. The Empress, Taurus, as you know, this is your energy. It's divine feminine energy. It's Venus energy. It's the Empress. And it's telling us that your person is not only coming in here with the truth, but there's an emotional availability around that. What has been collecting here? Look, we see, where did it go? We see it here. It's calmer. It's after the storm, kind of coming in with this message. We see here that it was raging. Look, this is the same river for me coming here. You can see it, everything that happened. It has not dissipated, has not been healed. And this is healing with that and what it has around the emotions, because it's very strong. The hurt and the lying and the lack of clarity and communication, what it's done. So this is everything that's built up here. It's coming from, for me today, the 5 of Swords. It's also really coming from, the 5 of Cups from the 5 of Swords. And that flowing into this river here that's still raging. Reverse or upright, we see it. And that's dealing with it here, because here now it's pulling into this one pool, which is calmer here. You can see it, and that's also going off into this direction. It's the message. It's time. It's an emotional availability. It's opening up, and it's connected to the 5th chakra, and that's speaking the truth. And I am feeling we're going to keep this. So that's bringing us into bottoms up right now. What is under here? Okay, so not surprising, but before we go into the 4 of Pentacles, I want to say too that, yeah, this is about, the beginning and new beginnings. The Empress has access to all the elements: water, air, earth, and fire, the love and the friendship, the clarity in the relationship, the transactional energy, the physical relationship, the commitment, and all the practicalities around that, the wand energy, the idea of love, the energy of love, leading with the heart, and everything that goes with that. She's kind of the leader of all the signs here, holding on to her scepter, the power of life, growing and starting anything, everything, including love. A restart, an emotional truth here, an emotional apology. This is really wanting forgiveness because this has not been forgotten. You can see that everybody's still in this energy. There's still some conflicting energy. There's still a lot of hurt here. We can see it here. It raged. It raged and it came here and it's all settling. So it's a lot of stuff here. For me, this is also bringing in the Fool in the upright energy, maybe even a spinner, because we know that they have been careless and with your emotions for sure, and with the truth and the lack of clarity and communication. But there's also, should you be coming together to continue on, or maybe this is just some resolution for some of you, let's see. There really, all of this stuff needs to be dealt with. You know, everything that's accumulated here is not just gone. You know, it can be a renewal, of course. I mean, it's the Empress. She can get access everything and help begin again after this truth has come. But it's still there. You can see it has not gone away. But this is an apology. And it's coming in a message. The Four of Pentacles, it's coming in reverse. This is the Sun in Capricorn energy. So this is a vulnerable energy. And this is your person that, well, feels like they blew it. They might, have they lost you forever, Taurus? Because they feel like they have. This is Capricorn energy, by the way. And that's putting also the Sun in reverse. So it's a temporary energy of, it's a sadness of waiting for them to come because they haven't forgotten you. But we also see there's something here that they need to work out. Another commitment, perhaps, in love, family, themselves. What is that? I think they made a wrong decision here, and that's something they're regretting. It's bringing in a lot of, well, it's bringing in the Five of Cups, which we know as well, the regret, but also the Lover's card in reverse. And you see here now that they're taking that pentacle and they're saying, wait a minute, I made the wrong decision. The lie, was there something else that they chose? Because it's a message coming in, and it really is it's being honest here. It's extremely clear with Justice and the Empress. I mean, we're going to look into there. I think that might be, is that the Moon or is that the Sun? Because something is showing itself. They're very similar cards. You know, obviously they're very different cards, but the energy is coming through. So this is, yeah, it's the Sun. And look what's coming. Whoa. So this is turning into bottoms up. My gosh. Okay. So look at that. Look at this. Almost all the pages are here except, and this is just revealing itself. Okay. Look, the Emperor just came through here. So this is wild. We're going to talk about it in a moment. There's a lot happening right now. There's a lot happening right now. So there is the Sun. That is the outcome. That is the new cycle we see here coming. It's the end of a cycle. It's the completion of the cycle of the lie, of the separation, and it's a renewal. We already know that. That's the Sun. Look, that is what's been between you here. We can see that. And we also see this is normally, sometimes this sunflower has no seeds. It does have seeds here, but we see a lot of the blocked energy has been emotional. This horse almost looks a little bit, I don't know, I wouldn't say angry, but like kind of fighting it, you know, a little bit. And we see that, but we also see that they have a lot of regret and there's a lot of apologetic energy, and it's coming in a really emotionally different way, a really emotionally available way. And this is someone I feel like you considered a best friend, whether they were a life partner or you wanted them to be. And this is the new cycle. It's Leo energy. It's the source, God, goddess, the universe, the divine. It's quite a happy card. It's the joyous outcome. It's, look, it's right here. This is what the Empress needs. The Empress has access to the Sun anyway, but that sure helps, doesn't it? And it's right here also with the Five of Cups in reverse, which is the hope returning. It's the Sun coming out again and growing and vitality and life and warmth, and coming in here and illuminating everything, being able to see it all. See this too, because look at all those storm clouds, sharp, hurtful things said. very clearly here, that have not been forgotten. It's all right here with the Empress saying, yeah, well, I can help all of this. And look, the sun is here to show it all. It's lighting up. It's showing everything. The truth, all the things that maybe they don't want to see, including this Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's a really vulnerable energy, and it's a feeling like they've lost everything, and maybe they have. And look what is, we're going to talk about the Page of Cups. Look, that there's a card under there as well we're going to talk about. It's the Emperor wanting to show itself. It's divine masculine energy, of course, and it's 100% not surprising. Look, the Emperor and the Empress here. Long-term energy. It's like old married couple energy. Doesn't mean that you are or that you were, but look what else is here. It's the Ten of Cups. So this is kind of a big deal. Look what's right before it. It's the Nine of Cups. It's a wish fulfillment. Now the Six of Pentacles is in reverse here. So we know there was a lack of reciprocity, a lack of balance and giving, but we already know that. And that is also what it's had enough now. It's enough of that. And well, yeah, we know that they're struggling. They've been struggling to put down these wands and send this message. So it is also telling us that they're struggling to get that message through. But we know that's what you're waiting for, and a lot more, because we see that in the Nine of Cups. It's the wish fulfillment Taurus, and that's the Jupiter in Pisces energy. We see it here. And look, the Page of Wands also getting this idea, coming right into the Ten of Cups and the Sun. Two of the happiest cards. And, well, yeah, this is love and contentment and coming together, all the hope for that, for the new beginning, for the renewal. It's completing the cycle of being apart and not being honest and starting something totally new, but it's really dependent on this Emperor being honest, because this Emperor has been hiding their feelings. Look how far down the water is here, but it's there. Look at the mountains that they have behind them, kind of like protection. You have to get over them. They're holding on to the Ankh. That's the balance. That's also bringing in the divine feminine, divine masculine energy. That's the yin yang. That's the balance, the infinity. For some of you, it's twin flame energy. I know that's not for everybody, but of course that brings in Libra too, and the truth. Balancing out divine feminine, divine masculine energies. And that is actually twin flame energy too. It's quite a loving energy. How they feel and what they're showing. Look, they want to make sure that we can see their armor. Some triggering and some mirroring and some conflicting energy, because they're holding back. They've been holding back how they feel. It's the Emperor. It's Aries energy. Also Mars energy. So it can also be that somebody's older, you know, and somebody who likes things a particular way, even an older man. But that just won't be for everyone, because what it's also telling us, and we all have divine feminine, divine masculine energies, that they have been, well, it's been an imbalance. And we know that because that was leading to not being honest here, having trouble getting this message, because look what is on the table. They're afraid they've lost you. They're coming in here with the truth. Emotionally available, being really honest, asking for forgiveness and wanting to go into this Ten of Cups. So were you here already? Were you building a life together? For some of you, a family, and it can mean children. It doesn't mean that it does, you know. Blending families, introducing families, because it's what you wished for, or it's what you're wishing for. Again, whatever the case is, you can see it here, that it is coming in. And the truth is coming, and this Emperor may like things a particular way, you know, and actually might be quite busy in all of that, but they're also having a lot of realizations here. And it's funny because it's kind of not reduced, and there's something here. Look, it's the Queen of Swords. That's the truth. My gosh. Okay, so they're wanting to show themselves. And we're going to look at them all in just a minute, okay? But what I wanted to say here is, and I think the Emperor is going here, is what I'm hearing. There's a lot of page energy here, and that's just, you know, wanting to bring the offer in and the message quite literally. We see that. But just, they're getting over their ego, but also just maybe not being sure how to do it, because it's somebody who usually knows what to do or knows what they want and kind of gets it. So suddenly, look, we're seeing here, and that's what I saw underneath. It's interesting. It's the Death card in reverse. So that's the That's the stagnation that as you've been waiting as well. It's the Scorpio energy coming through here. And well, yeah, it's the lack of that is what I want to say. And we know that it's been really stagnant. I'm going to keep this here. Look where it wants to be too. It's connecting exactly with the Six of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands in reverse, because the hope has been destroyed, but this is the hope coming back in. And it's dependent on this Emperor. And we're going to look here because it showed, they showed themselves. And that's what they've been holding back with. Look, it's the Queen of Swords. It's minor arcana, and we know that they're bringing it. We see it in Justice, in the major arcana. And this is, well, it's Libra ruled by Venus as well. It's the apprentice, I feel like, kind of like the student of Justice. Also Libra and Venus energy. And that's being totally honest here. And that's what they haven't been doing. But we know that that's changing. They've been holding it back. Yeah, that is going there. It's really where it wants to be. And I want to bring in what else was coming in here. Look, it's right on the other side. So we know that it's coming in. Look at this. This is the loss and the worry around it. It's the Five of Pentacles, and that's Mercury and Taurus. It's your energy. And you can see here that you've come out. You're outside here now in the snow. It's colder. It's been the lack of communication. This is the worry around that. And we see how worried they are, because look what else is here, and it's not surprising. It's the Ten of Pentacles. And that's the long-term energy that we see here in the Emperor and the Empress. So, and the Ten of Cups, and now the Ten of Pentacles. So were you in it? Were you heading toward it? It was on the table, because it's back here. And we can see how worried they are. It's just really clear. And again, it's connecting to the fifth chakra, what they haven't been honest about. And if they're not, you're going to just keep going. You know, and they're more vulnerable now than they have been. And you can actually see it here too in this card. It's quiet. It's been quiet. It's been lack of communication. We see what's on their mind here. This is the long-term energy. It's the new cycle. It's the Ten of Pentacles. It's Mercury and Virgo. And it's what's been on their mind. And look at this. It's also the Magician, who also, like the Empress, has access to all the elements: water, air, earth, and fire. The love, the friendship, the clarity, the transactional energy, the commitment, the physical relationship, and all the practicalities around that. The fiery energy. Leading with the heart, the energy of love, taking inspired action, sending this message, turning visions into reality, bringing the truth here, honestly, emotionally available. The reunion energy, the cup, the pentacle, the sword, and the wand. It sounds like the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. That's literally alchemizing everything here, and it's the new beginning. And it's also telling us that there's still potential. And it's the opportunity for that, and you can see that coming in the way of a message for sure. Can it be that there is a in-person meeting? Of course. It won't be for everybody, but we see this long-term, this new start. And they hadn't. There's the sailboats. Look, it's a tapestry. It's like a memory on the wall. You're both here, still next to each other. Nobody's sailed away, but not together. Here we know that. Also the journey of love, the castle here. Now again, if you're on a twin flame journey, can it be that somebody's in the Ten of Pentacles with someone else? It can be, of course. It's not a twin flame reading. If you're resonating with that, you're resonating with that. But also, if you really want to get an in-depth view into your twin flame connection, there are a lot of twin flame readings also below. By the way, as above, so below, of course, in that infinity symbol. Well, yeah, it's infinite possibilities. It's life force. It's the balance. It's simplicity. Of course, it's twin flame energy. It's the truth. Divine feminine, divine masculine energies. As above, so below. Being focused here, Gemini and Virgo, and connecting to Mercury, the planet of the mind, the planet of communication for both Gemini and Virgo. Co-creating with Source. We see that here with the Sun as well. Hello. I just looked up and I saw the camera getting dangerously close, and I thought I still had time. I didn't. There's sort of this like holding it together feeling, you know, but what's really going on there is a lot. Everything's been accumulated and they're very worried. I'm bringing in another deck, Taurus. It's another Rider-Waite. It's in German. So you know I'm in the Austrian Alps. Don't worry about it. You'll see what it is. We might get some validations. Maybe there's some clarity coming through. I don't have any specific questions. I usually don't. Here in my readings, it's not how it comes to me. Let's see what's going on. There might be something coming in that just throws us off completely, but we see where this is. We see where from the very beginning where this has been heading. It's, wow, interesting. It's Leo energy. Okay, so here's the thing. It's the Strength card. It's in reverse. So this fear that they have and the amount of time that they're taking has really been making it more difficult to come and making it harder to come together. Isn't that interesting? There's also there's a lot of chemistry between you and can sometimes be overwhelming. And that is just not surprising. We have the Emperor and the Empress energy here. So when it works, it's like, whew. And when it's not working, it's, you know, we got the stubborn Taurus energy there. We've got the Ram and the Emperor. You know, it's a lot. Got the Bull and the Ram going at it. And you're both in the upright here. So you're both open to this. You can see it here. There's the moon. I thought that was the moon. And this is the moon showing itself in the bottom of the deck. Pisces energy, major arcana, Gemini and Cancer also coming through. This is communicating in a new way. It's opening up. It is opening up. It is moving that crestation, putting that flow back here. Look, because it's still there. You're both still there. It's just, it's been blocked. Lack of communication, lack of truth. We see it here. It's the moon and the sun here in the card. And that's, of course, the sun. The conscious, highlighting the subconscious, the moon, all the things that you couldn't see, they didn't see, that you didn't want to see, that they didn't want to see. It's all here now. You know, it's like lighting it up. It's illuminated in the day. It's illuminated in the night here. There you are, both of you, the pillars here. Both looking up. Still some fear with your person, we know that, but it's coming with the truth and it's opening up. And it's being bottoms. It's wanting to be bottom up here right now. The Seven of Pentacles, that's your energy, Taurus. It's Venus and Taurus. So are some of you looking at this, looking at the connection? Quite literally, looking at the Six of Pentacles here, because we know it's been imbalanced. This is not a Libra card, but we see that scale here, which we know is also here. It's the lack of being honest, being truthful, the reciprocity and honesty and emotional giving here, communication, it's clear. So you're looking at it here, and that's the Venus energy as well. And saying, gosh, what do I want to do with this pentacle? Because we see the Page of Pentacles here, bringing it in, holding on to it, waiting for that. Leaning right on your staff here. Leaning on the staff. Also the borrowed from the Hermit as well. Even the Eight of Cups is using that walking stick. And thinking about everything. It's assessing the situation in that seven. Controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't. You can control this. Are you putting this pentacle back in to grow it? When it comes, are you looking here? Or are you just going to walk away and leave everything? Take that pentacle and plant it somewhere else. So this is telling me that you might be feeling like, I'm tired of waiting. Or maybe you're going to make them work for it. Either way, you're still here. You are still here, but it's been delayed. You've been waiting, and I feel waiting and waiting for an outcome. You've been quite patient, and you've been doing a lot of, I feel, the pulling emotionally, and a lot of the work, as oftentimes Taurus does. Not so much anymore. This is what you've been waiting for. Look, because it's the Knight of Swords in reverse. So that's not getting the truth. Yeah. So we see that. It's Libra and Mercury energy. That is what you've been waiting for. And I feel like it's in a message, but it can also be a conversation. It was also there not being emotionally available, not thinking how it affected what they said, what they did, what they didn't say, what they didn't do, but in particular, the communication here and the transactional energy, the truth, and the lack of the emotional availability, all of that. That's what you've been sitting here waiting for. Because look, it's right under it saying, yeah, well, that's what I've been waiting for. We're moving it because I want to do a little more. I'm hearing that I'm not doing bottoms up anymore. It's the Two of Swords. Whoa. In the reverse here. So that's some indecision. That's for you. Because look, as you still wait here, we see that that's what they want to bring, and we know that they will eventually. But there's some indecision coming through as well. It's kind of it's being confused, not being really sure. I don't think that's your person's. Although I have to say they have been in it. And that has been making this less likely, because we can see in the Strength in reverse that there is some fear here, and there's also a lot of ego. It's like them not wanting to give up to given first kind of energy. So it really is like, you better do it. It's time here. Emperor or your Empress is out. And when I talk like this, I don't mean it in gender, okay? It's the divine feminine, divine masculine energies. We all have them. So it's not even about who's the divine masculine, who's the divine feminine. It's just the energies, okay? And the ego is coming from here. You can see that, and it's sabotaging things. It's like, get a move on. These are both getting pushed off. It's bringing in the Four of... See, that's the thing, because underneath all that, they're actually really worried. It's the Four of Pentacles again. This is the mindset of vulnerability. It's feeling like they've lost everything or they made a bad decision. It's the Four of Pentacles in reverse coming into the Five of Pentacles in the upright. This is all the worry right here. There's a lot of that because we see what they want and what they need to do and what they're taking time doing. So look, it's oh my gosh. So it's the Knight of Cups in reverse. And that is it's the Prince Charming card. It's the romantic proposal card, but it's in reverse here. So it's this feeling of some broken promises with your person, some hot and cold energy, some not following through energy, because it's also here with the Page of Cups. They're aware of it too. You're also aware of it. And that's why I feel like I see you here. That's you very clearly. But we also see that what they want and what they need to bring and what they're trying to bring here. So it's a spinner for me. It's very much a spinner, because what are they bringing in here with that? What is that proposal energy? Because we do feel that coming in here. It's really clear. So are they redoing something? Are they going to try to redo a proposal of marriage or an offer, whatever that is? Is it the message? The hot and cold energy there as well, because we see that they want to, but we also see that that's a big part of what's been happening here. It's playing a really big part. Yeah, it's kind of going against it, and they regret it. That's the thing. They regret it a lot. And you're saying, yeah, I'm also thinking about this. Get a move on. Okay, I'm going to bring in some channeled love messages. I could keep going and going and going, but I need to close the reading now. So we're going to close the reading. I'm going to bring in messages from their higher self, Taurus. Then we're going to bring in, I think we're going to bring in some charms today. What do you want to say to your Taurus? Messages from their higher self, channeled love messages. I gave you breadcrumbs, I'm sorry. Is that going to come through in a message? Maybe. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't want you to get over me. We know that. They're super worried here. This longing for you is intense. I'm not asking for a lot. All I want is for you to look into my eyes and say that everything will be okay. Interesting. And are you still on that bench? Also in the wish fulfillment card, you know, because you've been sitting there, look, hands crossed, waiting. It's telling us that you've been waiting. Please take me back. This is a really clear energy for me. I'm always thinking of you. That Ten of Cups got buried. We see you there. I stare into your eyes and all your photos. That's Page of Swords energy, and that's not surprising because all the pages are here hanging out. That's too many, but I want to show you this. I miss you more. collectively, all the pages together. Now that's something. That's some accomplishing there. A little faster than even a page alone. You know me better than anyone. That's it. That's what's coming through there. And we're going to bring in some totems, Taurus. I'll make things right. That's the duality. It's the dark to the light, that's the wrong to the right. It sounds very Dr. Seuss, but that's what this is. We're putting this with justice. My heart says it can't stop loving you, and I beg you to listen to your heart too. I love you. It's underneath here. That's the thing. Look, it's like hiding it. I'm putting it here. Yeah, we see it. We know it. All right, I'm feeling sassy. Let's bring in some totems for you, Taurus. And then we're going to close your reading. So I'm not going to look. We could also be getting numbers and letters today. Look, there's the pentacle. It's a unicorn. Or is that a horse? I think that's a unicorn. It's the dragon. No. Oh, okay, that's a seahorse. Also, a lot of movement here. The emotional energy for me today. That's what this is. My gosh. It's the little dog that goes with the moon here. The loyalty. Look, here's an I love you and heart. There's another one. You're both here. For some of you, it's twin flame energy. I know that's not for everybody. It's like the Emperor and the Empress in many ways. There's the pentacle. Musical connections, but when I see, for me, musical notes and music and instruments are also a sign of making peace. But there is a strong musical connection here. And look, it's a faded connection. Here's a fairy coming in. What is she holding? It's fate. There's another, no, that's the dragon and the alligator. So that's the strength. And that's also the strength card because that's them trying to get the strength because it's in reverse. So it's the longer you take, the longer you don't come and talk here because there's an overwhelming, the energy between you can sometimes be, I feel really, a lot amazing, but also it can be difficult. Look, here is the butterfly. Here's a flower. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an offering. It's a flower. It's connecting to the 5th chakra for me. The truth, there is an E, J, D, X, and a V today. So it can be birth dates, names, locations. There are no numbers here today. That pentacle here, I feel, goes with this tree of life. This connection, this new beginning, the roots. It's going up. It's the 10 of Cups for me as well. The strength here, the dragon and the alligator can be a crocodile. I just learned something new today that crocodiles open their mouths like round and alligators do it like a V. Anyway, I don't know really the difference here. So that might resonate for you in terms of location or animal symbolism for some of you, but it's also strength, and that's your person trying to get that, and that's the transformational energy. That's also, well, yeah, because the death card, that is transformational energy. That's the rebirth, and it's the changes, and it's been stagnant. It's been in reverse for a long time, but we see that changing here. It's gold. It's particularly good luck. I'm going to hold them up for you. Beautiful Taurus, that is your reading today. It's been my total honor to channel for you as always. I hope you enjoyed your reading as much as I did. And if you do, I would be so grateful if you liked today's video and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you haven't. This is a way, it's a way to show your support and to really help keep my channel moving. watching and liking and sharing and, of course, subscribing. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. I'm sending you so much love and light on your journey. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you at another love reading. Bye, Taurus.